Hello and welcome to the 16th episode of HS4 International. Today, a very special one from Mallorca with a lot of guests. But first of all, let's introduce my co-pilot, Philip.
Your co-pilot. Hello, Leonard. Thank you for the introduction.
So, Philip, like we also said, few guests today.
Yes, that's right.
Let's start with the first one, who was our first guest of this podcast. Hello, Kati.
Hi guys.
And our, I think, second guest of the podcast. Hello, Bonnie.
Hi, nice to be back.
And we have another guest.
Hello.
This is
This is Marie.
Marie. All of you are part of our fan club.
So, our listeners already know something about Bonnie and Kati. Marie, do you want to say something about yourself?
That's the spirit after 2 days drinking in Mallorca.
Yeah.
Was your first time on Malle, Marie?
Yes.
How do you like it so far?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
She's at loss of words because it's so great here with us.
My English is not the yellow from the egg.
Yes.
That's
Cheers.
the problem. Yes.
So we are on Mallorca since Saturday, right? So for 2 days now, since we had our last game of the season on Saturday against Leverkusen.
Yeah, and it was a pretty good game, I would say. Good result. Sadly, we lost 2 places and didn't win the game, but like I said, it was a really good game with a great goal.
Yes, absolutely. But first of all, what awaits you in this episode? Because, like you said, Leonard, it will be a very special one. We are on Mallorca. We will recap the game against Leverkusen. We will, also recap what happened in the first 3 divisions in Germany, because there happened a lot.
Yeah, and a remarkable last match day, especially in the second and third league, I would say.
Yes, absolutely. We have some results still in the making with the relegation games between Wolfsburg and Paderborn.
Yeah, and Rot-Weiß Essen, your home club.
Home club. Oh, club of my hometown, yes.
Against Kräuter Fürth, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot upcoming in the next days, but our season is over, luckily.
Yeah, very glad about that.
Yes, and I can say, at least for me, maybe also for all of us, we are very satisfied and very happy with the ending of the season.
Yeah, of course.
With the placement in the end. 13th place in the table. It's a good result, right?
Absolutely, and I think most people said we might be relegated again. Would be fighting longer against the relegation, but like we said, we secured it 2 match weeks before the end of the season. Some great games, the last 2.
Yeah, I
Great
mean,
results.
who would have imagined that the last 3 games would bring 7 points to us?
No
That's insane,
No
isn't it? Yeah, it's amazing. And so we look back on the last game. We look ahead on what's coming next in the other leagues, and then we have a new section in this podcast. I mean, first of all, the older one. We also have a question of the week. Very much looking forward. And then we be excited on some interviews from some guests, or at least Malle visitors here also in Germany. In Spain, on the island of Spain, Mallorca.
Yeah, and we have met so many, not only football fans but HS4 fans as well already here. You could say the most fans here might be Hamburg supporters.
Probably, yeah. We were expecting a lot more Schalke supporters, to be honest.
Absolutely. I thought maybe every second football fan here would be wearing a Schalke jersey, but it's definitely not the case.
No, it isn't. But now let's look back on the Leverkusen game just a little bit. Maybe I hand over to Bonnie, and she can say something about what happened, the final result, and who scored our goal, and so on. How was your impression of the game?
Yeah, I think it was a really good game. So I already thought that last week it was a little bit like a bad romance that Vuskovic scored in his, hopefully not, but maybe last home game for us. And now in also maybe his last game, Vieira scored a really pretty goal. So yeah, it was really nice. And yeah, I think everyone was very happy and loved to be there. So yeah, it was really, really nice experience.
Yeah, we also got a first impression of our new signing, you could say, still our goalkeeper, who made his first appearance and saved a penalty in his first Bundesliga game.
I think it was the first time ever that a goalkeeper who made his debut in the Bundesliga saved a penalty, right?
Yeah, it was the first time, and of course it was a HSV player. How could it be anything else? So
Yeah, but I think he was not the only HSV player who made a very good game.
no, I believe everyone made one.
Actually, in Bundesliga, it's also happened before, but HSV didn't have it before.
Yeah.
So
Ah.
it was just, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then
So
we had a misinformation.
something new for our team, but not for the Bundesliga.
Oha. Okay.
Well, in that case, it's probably clear that it is a HSV player who made this record.
Good to have you here, Kati.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I think nevertheless, Sander Tangvik, our new signing that you mentioned, Lennart, was not the only player who made a very good game. Like you said, Bonifabio Vieira made a beautiful goal, but also I think Nicolas Capaldo made a good game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you can probably name everyone. I think we didn't saw any player who made a bad game, and this goes for Leverkusen as well, because
Yeah.
it was a pretty good game from both sides, I would say.
I think maybe you can name Otto Stange, who was the first. It was the second time that he was in the starting 11,
Mhm.
and I mean he needs to get used to it to play in the Bundesliga, to win duels against some of the best defenders in the world, namely Tabsoba, very strong central defender. It's very tough to play him, and
Yeah, totally. But I have spoken with another HSV fan after the game, and he mentioned Otto Stange, who might be his favorite player of the game. He said he thought that Stange made a very, very good game, and might even would be the best player on the pitch. So he had another different impression.
I mean, I would not say that he made a bad game. Absolutely not. I think the whole team made a good game. But like I said, it was the second time ever that he was in the starting 11. And very happy for him that he can now get some minutes in the Bundesliga on the highest level in Germany, or maybe even in professional football. So, yeah, great opportunity for him to learn now without a lot of pressure. And you can only be better afterwards. The goal for Leverkusen? What was the goal for Leverkusen?
Well, that's maybe the one moment which was not very nice to see, and of course not only for us, but because it was an own goal, a free kick, the cross, and I believe it was it Remberg
Yes,
who got the ball. Was it his shoulder or something
I
like
think
that?
so.
And from there, his ball went into the net. No chance for the goalkeeper to save it. Yeah, very unlucky. I mean, Leverkusen had enough chances, and they deserved the goal. It's not like it was an undeserved point for Leverkusen, not at all. But the way we got this one, that was very unlucky.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. But in the end, it was a deserved draw, like you said. And end of the season, not a lot of pressure in the game. Maybe for Leverkusen it was, because with the victory they would have probably made it to the Champions League. They did not because of the other matches, but at least they had the chance.
Yeah, and it wasn't clear because it was just 1 point from Stuttgart, and in the last seconds their goalkeeper went out of the goal from corner because they couldn't know at that moment if Frankfurt might have scored the winning goal against Stuttgart, and in that case a win for Leverkusen would mean Champions League.
Yeah, imagine. That's the magic of the last match day.
Yeah.
everything can happen. And
which brings us
to another part of this podcast. Yeah, absolutely. But maybe before we cover the other divisions, we could briefly cover the matchday experience in Leverkusen, because this was also very special, especially the ending of the game when the whole team came to the guest sector and we had a lot of minutes together.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe Kati, because she's from Leverkusen, wants to say something about her matchday experience in her hometown.
Yeah, for me it was kind of weird, kind of special, because last time we have been in Leverkusen 8 years ago, and for me it's always special to be there, and it's kind of weird, as I said, because the club anthem is like, I know everything about it, and unfortunately I can sing it. So so everybody was looking at me. So it's kind of weird, but yeah, it's my hometown, and yeah.
So you did sing it?
Yeah, a little bit, not with my whole heart and soul, but a little bit, and yeah.
In Germany we would say erschreckend.
That's true.
Yeah, of course, it's erschreckend, Bonnie. yeah, I'm sorry for it, but it's I'm still a little bit in touch with the club and the town, just a little bit, and yeah. But I was very happy about the result. I was very happy about the standing of our team, of the job they did, and because we were strong, we channeled them, and it was good to see a good game against Leverkusen, because they're not bad. They're not a bad team.
No, one of the best teams in Germany. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and like we said, they almost made it to the Champions League, and
Yeah,
it's
again.
not very easy.
Yeah, but no, they didn't.
Yeah, they almost made it.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, almost. Yeah.
How did we travel to Leverkusen? How did we go there?
I train with the RE1. Very well known in Nordrhein-Westfalen.
Yes, so now this episode you realize that we go far more in detail compared to the other episodes. Yeah, but good to know for you that we went by RE1.
Which is now worldwide known.
Yes, worldwide. Yeah. And you have to know, in Leverkusen, when you exit the station, Leverkusen Mitte, so in the center of the town, it's like a 15-minute footwalk to the stadium. And there were a lot of HSV supporters, like always. And when you see the crowds in Leverkusen, I mean, I don't know how many HSV fans were there, but far more than the 10% of the usual guest sector capacity. I would say maybe 20-25% of the stadium were HSV supporters, which is in Leverkusen then maybe 5,000 or 6,000 supporters, right? Or what would you say?
Very, very tiny.
At least 5,000, I think. Yeah.
And yeah, we all had something to celebrate. And in the end of the match, the whole team, including the coaches, including the club bosses, also Erik Hoover, I mean, with a little bit of distance to the team, but at least he was on the pitch together with the sports director, Klaus Costa. And they saw also the team coming toward the guest sector and just celebrating the season. We had a banner on the stands which was depicting Könige des Nordens, Kings of the North, because we are now also confirmed the best team of Northern Germany. Better than Bremen, better than Wolfsburg. Yeah, better than St. Pauli. Yes, thank you, Kati. And they are relegated in the end. So Bremen was, I think, finishing the season on the 15th place. And yeah, we are the best team from the north. And the team can be very proud. Another banner was like Klassenerhalt. We are proud of you. Klassenerhalt means you saved the league, something like this. And yeah, just amazing. This bond that we have mentioned also the episodes before, that has grown throughout the season to this team, is just amazing. And they also valued it, especially in the end when they came to the guest sector and just celebrated with us. They took the time. Also, Merlin Polzin was on the
On the mic.
On the mic, yeah. Was ist denn Sound? Fence. He was on the fence and was also thanking the supporters for their support. He was also mentioning that the team wanted to fly to Mallorca. So maybe we are able to get an interview with Merlin Polzin later. We will see. It's our last evening today. That's why maybe also our voices are not like usual, because we had less sleep and maybe a bit too many drinks.
That might be the case, and also we are right now at the beach, so it's not like we have the, let's say, normal surrounding like in the last 15 episodes.
That's true. But now let's come to the other divisions. So how did you, maybe question to you, I mean, we were there together, but how did you experience the games from the other divisions?
The match day of the third division, we checked the live ticker during our stay in the stadium in Bayarina, because it was close to our match. It was 1:30, I guess, and we played 3:30, so we could manage to watch it. But yeah, live ticker was always always around. Yeah, we checked it, and was surprised that Rot-Weiß Essen can't make it to the playoffs to maybe take part in the second division next season. And I was a little bit sad that MSV Duisburg missed to made it to the playoffs. But yeah, that's football. That's
Yeah, and yesterday we went to a bar here on Mallorca to see the second division and the games. They were all in parallel, so all at the same time. That's pretty nice at the last match day. And yeah, it was crazy because their one goal could change anything. So one goal in one match could change the table for, I think, 4 or 5 teams. So yeah, that was really crazy and a lot of emotion in it. And we were really happy that we were not involved anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. So glad about that. And there were so many crazy moments. I remember Arminia Bielefeld was at the 17th place for 10 seconds because Kräuter Fürth scored a goal, and then Bielefeld had scored 10 seconds after that. So
Yeah, and
just to make one example of this complete crazy day.
And in the end, Bielefeld won 6-1. So yeah, really crazy. So many goals, and yeah, it's the last match day. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, and maybe to sum up the results, because they are very, very amazing and incredible results at the end. So in the third division, Energie Cottbus is back in the second league directly, and like we already mentioned, Rot-Weiß Essen will be playing against Kräuter Fürth in the playoff games. And in the second league, well, obviously, Kräuter Fürth, the playoff opponent from Essen, but Fortuna Düsseldorf, the last years always close to the promotion to the first league, will be playing in the third division. Would you have imagined that, Bonnie?
No, never. It's only been 2 years that they played the playoffs for the first division, and they won the first game 3-0, and then didn't manage to do it in the second game. So yeah, just crazy that now they are playing in the third division.
Yeah, and if you think about it, they lost that game in the penalty shootout. So just think what might would have been happened if they would won that game. Would they be playing the first league still, and now they're in the third league? It must be so devastating for the supporters. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I think they will get many problems because so many players don't have a contract for the third division. So it will be very, very difficult for them, I think.
Yeah, let's see about that. I mean, they have probably more money than any other team in the league, but
yeah, but they also will lose a lot of money now, and it's not it's not written that they can hold every player. Most of them will leave
Yeah, but they have more money to buy new
to buy new
players. And
players. of
I
course.
think it might be not the worst case that most of them don't have a contract because they might would have sit out at that and would have earned too much money for the third league, and it could be good for them as well.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised that they go in the third division now. It's hard for a lot of friends of mine. I have a lot of Fortuna Düsseldorf fans in my friend base, and yeah, it's very hard for them. That's crazy. They were crying, and I feel it because 8 years ago we had to go down in second division, but to go in third division is
Yeah, it must be very hard, and let's hope for them that they are coming back. Hopefully, very early, maybe next season. So, but there happened a lot of stuff in the top part of the second league as well. SV Elversberg is now in the first division for the first time in their club history. Well, welcome for that. Congratulations to Elversberg. And the playoff opponent from Wolfsburg is
SC Paderborn. Yes, and probably no one would have imagined this in the end, that Hannover misses the opportunity to secure the playoff spot for the promotion. They had two chances basically. I mean, of course, the last match here was their last chance, but even the home game before against Münster, they drawed and now drawed again. I think they went into lead 2 times in this game. And yeah, like Nürnberg, a team that is already secured to play in the second division next year, just not gave up. Just didn't give up and managed to get the draw against Hannover. So Hannover is out with nothing and just stays in the second league.
Yeah, and they can. I think most HSV fans are very disappointed about that because we have a very good, let's say, relationship to Hannover.
Friendship,
a
relationship.
friendship between the two clubs. So sad about that, but maybe they make it in the next season. I mean, they have a great coach as well.
Yeah, it would be great to have the big HSV and the small HSV back together in one division. Not the second division, please, but first division would be
just to clear that up.
clear that up, yeah.
Yeah, obviously mean together the first division. Yeah.
Yes. So maybe to summarize, what have happened in these in all of the divisions so far is from third division up to the second division are Osnabrück, which we did not mention this episode, but the prior ones, and Cottbus. They are secure to play in the second division next year, and Rot-Weiß Essen will play against Greuther Fürth, the third least team in the second division, and the two teams that will be surely relegated down to the third division are Münster and Düsseldorf, and the two teams going up to the Bundesliga are Schalke 04 and Elversberg, like we have said earlier, and the playoff for Bundesliga is now Paderborn against Wolfsburg. And the last match in the Bundesliga, we did not cover this so far, was also insane with Wolfsburg and St. Pauli. This huge battle in Hamburg, which Wolfsburg won in the end with 3-1. Probably deserved. We did not see the match, but so
it's probably deserved.
It was probably deserved.
Every win against Pauli is deserved.
So like we have predicted, right, that Wolfsburg secures the last spot in the playoffs, and Heidenheim did not manage to get the chance.
But they were close.
Playoffs. Yeah, they were close,
yeah.
but they lost against Mainz. So they would have needed to win, and even then, if they would have secured it, then they would depend on the fact that Wolfsburg would not win in Hamburg. But they did, so everything was useless, every calculation. And yeah, like we said, Wolfsburg will be in the playoff against Paderborn. And on the top of the table, also probably the most realistic scenarios went in. Bayern, Dortmund, Stuttgart and Leipzig will play in the Champions League next year. Leverkusen and Hoffenheim Europa League,
Yes.
and Freiburg could manage to win against Leipzig and secured the place in the Conference League.
Maybe to add for Freiburg, because they still have their Europa League final. If they win that on Wednesday, then they will playing in the Champions League. But we have to see about that. Right now, they, like you said, secured their place in the Conference League, and if they are playing Champions League, we will have to see.
What is your call for the playoffs? Paderborn against Wolfsburg. What is your call? Who will come in the first or stay in the first division?
I can't imagine that Wolfsburg Wolfsburg will win it. I can't imagine otherwise. Probably both games. I mean, I'm hoping for Paderborn, but I don't believe it.
Me neither. I think so too. Wolfsburg is too strong, especially since they have the momentum on their side, since they won a lot of the last games. They almost got a point against Bayern München. And yeah, so I also think that Wolfsburg will make it. It will be way more exciting in the playoff between third and second division. But what do you think, Kati?
I agree with your opinion. Unfortunately, I would prefer to have
Yeah.
Paderborn back in the first division. I think most of the German football fans would agree with this opinion that Paderborn is more the club we want to have in the first division. But yeah, as you said, Wolfsburg is too good to lose the game.
So the thing is that Wolfsburg next season can just invest another 60 million or so in the squad, and
They
then
will come back.
yeah, they can easily play in Europe next year. And Paderborn would not be able to spend so much money. It would be a way weaker opponent in contrast to Wolfsburg next
But then
season.
we have another topic, because this is like unfair. Like
It is, absolutely. Yeah, you can argue this, of course.
yeah.
But let's not...
this is another topic,
Exactly.
so don't
let's
don't start
do
this topic.
Let's continue with another part of the podcast with our question of the week, which we have
I
received.
thought you mean drinking.
No, afterwards, Kati. Still recovering. And yeah, looking forward to our last evening that we have before we fly back tomorrow morning. And let's play the question of the week.
Hello guys, I hope you have a great time in Mallorca and enjoying some beers at the beach or at the pool. I've got two questions for you today. First one, would you rather be locked in inside the Mega Park or Bierkönig for 24 hours straight with Werder Bremen legend Tim Wiese, or spend those 24 hours trying to explain the last 10 years of HSV history to a drunk British tourist who only remembers Kevin Keegan? And second one, if you had to organize the official HSV end of the season trip, which current player would be your tour captain in charge of drinks, and who would be the one getting absolutely lost on the way to the beach, or maybe a little bit naked in a club? Yeah, I hope to see you soon and hope you have a great time in Mallorca. See you. Bye.
Yes, hope to see you soon. Thank you a lot for your questions. Amazing questions. Yeah, guys. So first question, either spending 24 hours with Tim Wiese, a former Werder Bremen player, he was goalkeeper, a very controversial player, I would say, or explaining the last 10 years to a drunken British tourist who only knows the time with Kevin Keegan. You have to know that Mallorca also is a tourist hotspot for British tourists. Yeah, guys, what do you think? What's your opinion?
Basically, I think it would be more funny to explain the last 10 years of our history, of our club history, to a tourist, British tourist. It would be more funny, but I would prefer to stay 24 hours celebrating with Tim Wiese. Because to explain him why he's so unpolite and why he's so unlikely and what we have against him, and yeah. And if he is annoying, I can go somewhere else, another floor or something. I can leave and go to another artist to have a better time than with him.
I would definitely pick the other option. Because I would pick every other option. Because spending time with Tim Wiese is more or less the worst thing I can imagine. I don't know what you think about it, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm siding with Bonnie on this one. Definitely explaining the last 10 years to the British tourist. So you don't have to think more than 1 second about that.
I agree with you, Bonnie and Leonard. And it seems like Kati is a very open a person who is open for, let's say, controversial discussions with an unpolite, let's say, opponent. Yes. Second question.
Yes.
Who would be when we would if we were to organize the team's trip? That was the start of the question, right? Who would be the HSV team leader, right? And who would be the one getting lost on the way to to the party locations? What do you think?
Far more difficult, this question. Well, on this one I have to think.
Maybe we can see it later.
Yeah, probably.
We can investigate.
As it is his nickname, Rambo, I would definitely pick Remberg as a team captain.
Of course,
Because I think, he's a good man for such a job.
But he could also be the second one
Yeah.
who gets lost and ended up nacked on on the floor or something. So, could be a good trip.
For the second part, I think I would pick Dompe.
Who's getting lost?
Yeah.
Maybe, probably.
Because of his drunk stories? Or?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
fair point.
That's just guessing, right? I mean, we absolutely don't know the players, but probably Jordan Torunariga could get lost on the way to the party location.
At least we know Dompe is used to alcohol.
So that's true.
Jordan will go on another place then.
Probably. Maybe we can investigate it later, but I'm pretty sure that Rambo would have fast glasses, the so-called schnelle Brille.
Not like me, right? Philip, you not like me, right?
Not like you, Kathy. No, you don't have a fast glasses. It's such a weird translation, to be honest.
She has very slow glasses. So Philip called it Bremsklotz.
Yeah.
Are you done, guys? Because I want to have some alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, we're almost done. Just 2 more minutes, maybe. So just some information for our listeners. We also said it last week, but maybe if you didn't hear our podcast last week, maybe for this one, next week we don't publish a podcast episode, and during the summer period we only do it every 2 weeks, and we'll cover some special episodes as well. So in 2 weeks we'll have a season recap where we will talk about the whole season, summarize it, and yeah.
A bit more detailed than today. We have to excuse us. We are a bit, how do you say, verkatert. Hangover. Thank you. Yes, hangover. We are a bit hangover.
So we go to the Bierkönig.
Later on, definitely, and hopefully, like we also mentioned already, we'll meet some HSV players, maybe our coach. Let's see about that.
And then I would transition, thank you for these closing remarks, Leonard, to the last part of this episode, which is not listening to us anymore. We will hand over to some interview partners that we have met here on Mallorca and collected some interviews during the past 2 days and probably some more this evening. And the first interview will be together with a fellow traveler together with us here on Mallorca, Henrik, and we met some other friends, among them Torge. And yeah, you can listen to this interview at the first place and then to some others. Have fun and hear you next week. Or no, in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Bonnie.
Thanks.
Thank you, Kati.
You're welcome.
And of course, thank you, Maria, as well.
You're welcome.
I hope, Mari, because now we can have some alcoholic drinks again. Yeah, hear you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
You have to ask a question. My friend. Okay, Henrik, we have been to the stadium together. How was it in Leverkusen? It was great in Leverkusen. Great game. No, it was a great game. It was a nice game. Nice game. Atmosphere. It was great. Where are we right now? We are right now in Palma de Mallorca. Yes, and we are together with Torge, a pilot from Hamburg. Hey guys. Where did you see the match? I was in the Münchner Kindl. Where? In Arenal. In Mallorca. Sí. Muy bien.
So, hi! How are you?
I'm fine, well.
Okay, and you're here with a HSV shirt, so you're a HSV fan?
Yeah, I'm a HSV fan.
Nice. What about the season?
The season was party chat.
Okay, you expected the rank we had?
That's fine. I think it's really fine.
Okay, and who will you miss the most?
Vuskovic.
Of course, it's Vuskovic.
Of course, it's Vuskovic.
All right, have a great evening.
For Werder fans, what do you think about HSV?
3:1. Ich sage nur 3:1. So,
15, very
10 minutes ago, we saw Merlin Polzin and I showed him middle finger because I hate HSV.
Where did you saw him?
In the Mega Park.
Mega Park, okay. So for all HSV fans in Mallorca, in Mega Park, Merlin Polzin arrived.
Yeah. All I hear, but this right here is the biggest.
No, the number one in the north, HSV. Look at the table.
No. The table is egal. It's just the North Derby is 3-1. 3-1 home game.
Well, we won our home game as well.
But we are happy that next year the Derby is to be continued. So
I believe we can agree on that.
yes,
So, Schei St. Pauli?
I like St. Pauli.
I like
Terrible.
St. Pauli.
Ich komme aus Rostock, ich finde St. Pauli richtig scheiße.
Englisch.
In English, please?
St. Pauli is shit.
Thank you very much. You heard it from a Werder Bremen fan. St. Pauli is shit.
No, he's not a Werder Bremen fan. He's just a player. Not fan.
He wears the jersey, he's a fan for me.
He's a player. East Germany. He don't know nothing.
Yeah.
We love St. Pauli. St. Pauli is so good.
Yeah. Shit
But shit HSV. Yeah.
I believe we have to cut this, but let's see about that.
Hi.
Hi.
You're celebrating the end of the season here today or something else?
We're celebrating the end of the season and we're here to Mallorca to make a little bit party.
Okay, nice. Since when you're a HSV fan?
Since when? Since maybe about 5 to 10 years.
Okay. Wow, then you also had the good times and the bad times with us.
Oh, yeah.
What is your opinion about the season this year?
It was okay. It was a surprise to be in first league since a very long time. And we celebrated this.
Okay, what was your favorite match? Do you have some in your mind?
No, because every match is a good match to me. And we have a really good time in the stadium.
Okay, alright, thank you very much. Scheiß auf Schule und Arbeit.
Das macht mich nicht glücklich.
7 Tage die Woche
Denke ich an dich.
HSV!